Alright, here we're gonna start. Let's see if it's got fuel in it, which I believe it does. And sure enough, yeah, it's to the top. So let's drag it on outside and run it for a little bit. Alright. Set it down right here. Get the door closed. So I'll put it back here, away from everything. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the fuel on. There, now that the fuel is on, let the fuel run for a few seconds. Make sure our choke is set to full, which it is already. Put our switch to run, and then give it a few gentle pulls just to get the oil going and prime some of that fuel system. So here we go. I'll try 3 slow pulls. Alright, here we're going to start. Go. It's running just fine. I'm gonna let that run for a few minutes, and I'm actually gonna run an extension cord out to it and run a tea kettle off of it just to keep the generator going. So here we have an extension cord. I'm going to go ahead and run that bad boy outside. Alright, bring the slack in. And we're going to hook up this tea kettle to it. This one will pull, I believe it's about 800 watts, 900 watts to start. So here we go. Alright, you can hear it working there. So it's going. And we're just going to let it run for a little bit. I'm probably going to just boil water twice out of it, and I do need to make myself a cup of coffee, so we'll get back to it once it's time to shut it off. So here's a note I want to make about this generator. The Coleman Powermate Pulse 1750, it runs at a continuous 1400 watts, but it can run a surge of 1750. Now here are some numbers for you. I'm running a 16 gauge, just a traditional, it's not even a commercial grade extension cord. This is from Harbor Freight, so it's not the best quality on earth, and it's conducting very well. This tea kettle runs at 1500 watts, and I just looked under the label. I wasn't sure because I tried running the toaster and the tea kettle at the same time, using this little block, but which it did run both, but they were both running very poorly, and the generator sounded very, very stressed. But as you can see, I was able to toast some Pop-Tarts, and there are the char marks. You can tell it did get toasted, still warm. I'm gonna eat them after this video. But check it out. This thing is labeled for 850 watts. And this one, 1750, that's more than 2300 watts. And somehow this thing was running both of these at the same time. So that tells you a lot about this product. I just wanted to give that little input there. So in a few minutes we're going to shut it down and put it away. But that's just a phenomenal thing about this generator, that it didn't cut off, it didn't trip or anything. Alright, so we're going to start our shutdown procedure. First I'm going to roll up this extension cord out of the way. So I'll put that down for now. First thing we're going to do, shut off the fuel. And it's going to begin to starve itself with fuel. Alright, so now it's run itself dry. No more fuel in the carburetor or in the bowl. So now we make sure we put the switch to stop and the choke back to full. And we'll let it cool off. Now, the whole purpose of this video initially was to do a startup procedure, and that was it. But I think we're going into a review, or somewhat of a review. So I picked up this product from OfferUp. I was looking for a small generator to have around the house in case the lights ever went out and we just needed to charge phones, or use a minimal amount of voltage, such as running a fridge, boiling some water, toasting some bread, or plugging up a TV. So I wanted something that was small, not very loud, and very easy to carry around. So I started looking on OfferUp, and this one was for sale for, I believe it was $90. I offered $80, and the guy said sure. So I went and picked it up for 80 bucks. And when I got there, he went ahead and dropped another $5. Took 75 because it didn't have any fuel in it and I wasn't able to start it. So I took his word for it that it would run, but I did not make him go through the effort of getting some fuel, so he knocked off another $5. When I got home, put some fuel in it, started right up. So no issues with it. So now I'm just gonna let it cool off and put it away. I did do an oil change on it, so it's running in good condition. Thanks for watching.